But right now, John, you are tracking some storms that's making its way through central Iowa.
Yeah, towards central Iowa. Right now it's off to the west. It is even a severe thunderstorm warned. We're going to continue to monitor this. Right now, we're dry in the metro. So if you have any early morning plans, you're just fine. You're just going to be dealing with some very muggy and humid conditions, of course. We're in the 70s, so it's very warm. And that's what these storms like, especially these early morning ones. They don't really have a lot of fuel, so whenever they can tap into that heat and humidity, well, they do like that a lot. And that's what we're seeing. Still capable of generating some gusty winds. Still in that 50 to 60 mile per hour gust range will be possible, like over Ida Grove right now, moving into Storm Lake. Moving towards Carroll and Crawford County, you're seeing it's just clipped as far as that severe thunderstorm polygon into northwestern Carroll County. But it is unlikely to see this continue to make its way across the entire state. I'm not expecting that this morning. However, still going to be a possibility for these storms and at least rain chances digging deeper into central Iowa as we get to closer around 7, maybe even 8 o'clock time frame. Either way, we're seeing a lot of lightning out here, some heavy rain, but less lightning since earlier. These are on the downward trend, it seems. We'll continue to watch that. But going into hour by hour, through the rest of this morning, this is the latest model run of this particular high resolution model, and it does expect it to also break apart. Still some clusters farther south and southwest possible. Going into later morning, going into the afternoon, we should really dry things out, sticking with the cloud cover. So what this early morning round of storms is doing is going to generate clouds. It kind of stabilizes our atmosphere a little bit more. So for the afternoon, what the atmosphere really needs to work on in order to form some stronger storms, they need to get the heat. We need to see it clearing, and that'll allow for some more storms to generate and some powerful ones as well, which is why we're weather impact for later on today, because there does look like to be the potential for it. Nothing like we had on Thursday, not going to be a line of very strong storms, but there's still going to be that potential for some of these stronger storms to form in central and north central Iowa, like over Story County. Keeping an eye on Ames later on today around 6 and 7 o'clock, even possibly into the metro and even farther in southern Iowa as well. But either way, there will be that potential for some isolated stronger storms. That's why we have that 2 out of 5 chance for severe weather. Areas on your screen will be under that threat, but again, it's not going to be more of a scattered to widespread event. More isolated, stronger winds will be the main threat. Along with the heat, we are upper 80s, feeling like the mid 90s and even upper 90s in some spots later on today. For tomorrow, we cool things down just a bit. Monday, mid to low 80s will be expected. And then that humidity also drops. So we're going to be enjoying some better conditions and more comfortable as we go to the first half of next week at least. But you even see on Wednesday, upper 80s getting close to that 90-degree mark. We're going to be talking about the 90s towards the end of the next week and even going into the 4th of July. It does look breezy for any boating plans you have, with storm chances returning on Saturday.